you always have to convince venues that, yeah, drum and bass is a thing here, and people will come, and you should play it. And there's not only house and techno. Our job as promoters is to expand the scene to new places.
Yes. What's up, guys? It's your boy El Conquistador, drumandbassproper.com. We are still here in Barcelona. We have found ourselves with DJ Red, who runs the Dropzone Crew here in Barcelona. My dude, first off, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on Drum and Bass Proper.
Oh, man. No, thank you. Okay, so you started in France, correct?
Started in France, started parties as a house DJ, and moved to drum and bass. Yeah, met some drum and bass DJ, and especially a friend who told me how to DJ drum and bass in my collective back in France. And since then, I've been focusing mostly on drum and bass, and I moved to since I moved to Barcelona, I've almost only done drum and bass.
So you started Dropzone in France, or did you start Dropzone here in Madrid? I'm sorry, Barcelona.
In Barcelona. No, it all started in Barcelona. Our first event in June last year.
Okay.
June 2025. And yeah, I think it always comes my way to give back to the scene here, which is very welcoming, and it was my way to give back and bring my energy and do something to bring more drum and bass in the center of the city. And I've always enjoyed organizing parties, and I've seen that there was something to do here, and I'm super happy how it's been since June.
Yeah, that's great, man. The parties that I've been to, that were Dropzone, they're great. High energy, the DJs that you pick, they're from all over Spain, not just Barcelona, correct?
Yeah, over Spain, and even this weekend I even had a label over from the UK, Swindon near Bristol in the UK. We did, for the first time, we did a 2 days in a row, event Friday and Saturday in 2 different venues. And I've had artists from, Tenerife, Ibiza, but mostly it's first and foremost a place for Barcelona drum and bass DJ to express themselves and have a place to play. So from the beginning, it's always been like a local event for the community.
The scene is made up of people like us, people like you who go and throw parties, try to keep it local, try to keep it underground.
Yeah.
And they do a fabulous job with this, guys. What's your style? What do you like to play when you throw down?
I started more on the dance floor side. To be fair, that's how I discovered drum and bass. The music I first knew. More recently, I've been focusing on jump up, and I'm putting more and more jump up in my set. I think my next ones will be almost only jump up.
Okay, so why jump up? What is it that grabs your attention about jump up these days?
I love its energy. It's so unique. It's so bizarre. Like the sounds you can find, and the bass, how it sounds in jump up. It's super funny, and it's very unique, and I love it.
Drum and bass is so vast, that there is something for everybody. I truly believe that, and you just need to be exposed to it to find that sound that really does grab you. And that's one of the things that I love about drum and bass, that whole kind of aspect about it. What do you have in store for Barcelona, in 2026 with Dropzone?
For Dropzone, I have a bunch of projects, looking for different venues with more capacity, because here the ones I'm working with today get packed very fast. Since the beginning, my idea has always been to bring drum and bass to new places. I'm super happy to have worked with, for example, the Supermerkat. It's like a cocktail bar here, like a speakeasy, a bit hidden, in the form of a typical supermarket.
Yeah.
And it's a super touristy place. It's a place where, to me, like I used to see it as a place where it's only house music and commercial and very touristy, and locals don't really come to these kind of places. And I'm super happy to have brought drum and bass there, for example, and connect the underground in the scene with new venues. So I think that's still what I'm trying to do, trying to bring drum and bass to new places in a city where Barcelona, where drum and bass is
It's growing.
still growing.
It's growing.
You always have to convince venues that drum and bass is a thing here, and people will come, and you should play it. And there's not only house and techno over there, and Latino music. There's like a diversity of genres that you should explore. So I think most of our job as promoters is to expand the scene to new places.
Yes. I've noticed in talking with, the other people that we've sat down with, venues here in Barcelona are a challenge. You know, so how, I guess what is your plan? Like, I mean, how are you going to try to get these venues that don't do drum and bass to be able to give you a night? Like, what's the secret sauce, I guess?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a secret sauce. I don't know if I found it or if we'll be looking for it eternally. What I do know is that I'm always trying to bring new propositions. I don't know if we should stay close to 100% drum and bass only, or if we need to work with other genres as well. Like I know some friends who mix drum and bass with other genres, dubstep or UK bass. I think it's also a way to connect multiple like UK bass genres together. Maybe that can be a way. I know in 2026 I have some artists that I would like to work with for maybe a live set. Yeah. There's one here, Swara, that's super great. They came once to my event. I'd love to have them again for something bigger. They deserve it, and if I find a space that works well, I hope it's going to happen in 2026.
And we just to let you guys know, a little sneak peek, we do have a mix coming in from Swara. So
really,
awesome. They did one for us, so it's in the works, guys. It's in line to come out, so it's going to be really
amazing.
Cool. Yeah,
I'll go listen to it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a good one.
Okay.
So I'd like to ask you this, and I've been asking, a lot of the promoters, if money wasn't an option, if there's no hurdles or anything, who are some of the artists that you would love to bring, to Barcelona with Dropzone?
Primate, come please.
Keep going. Who else?
Primate, Raval, Mozi. I would have said Document One, but it's coming in 2 weeks.
Yep, Document One is going to be here in February. Yep.
Yeah, in only 2 weeks. And I'll be playing in that party.
That's awesome. And big up to Matt and the boys. We know them. They've worked with us. We've done some interviews with Document One.
Awesome.
No, they're awesome live. They're amazing. We actually had them out for our 10-year anniversary show in Denver this past summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. No, Matt is great. Both of them. They're just amazing.
Awesome. I wonder which one is gonna come, but I know it's gonna be. I'm really looking forward.
No, absolutely. So, my dude, tell everybody your socials so that way when they come to Barcelona, they know who to look up if they want to come to a drum and bass party.
Well, first of all, if you want to come to a drum and bass party here, there's an amazing Instagram account that's called dnb.barcelona. Our friends, there's a whole crew. We're sharing every flyer. Everything is listed there. If something is happening, it's going to be there. My personal parties, it's called Dropzone, dropzone.bcn on Instagram. And then my personal Instagram as a DJ is Red. This is Red. Feel free to put it on the screen and the description everywhere. So if you want to follow my work, I've started to make some content lately to show a little bit my pace.
There we go.
And so
keep it coming, man. Keep it coming.
I'm available there.
Oh, that's awesome. Again, thank you very much for your time, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Guys, this has been your boy El Conquistador, drumandbassproper.com with DJ Red from Dropzone in Barcelona. Peace out, y'all.